And then you had the fires this last year, right?
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
that? How's what's been the process? How do you feel?
Yeah. It's now it's been almost, we're in October going on November. January 7th, I think. 6th or 7th was when the fires happened. It's finally getting some being able to exhale and really take a look at things and assess things. And um, we are rebuilding. We're trying to stay connected with our neighbors and trying to help those that we can get access to information and contractors and everything. It's another full-time job, but the plan is to have the home rebuilt by 2028.
6, 7.
Wait,
Wow.
okay, so hopefully 2027. Yeah.
Okay.
Because next year,
1 year at least.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
By the time you get the plans and
3
everything
years
together.
total. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's a process, right? Like, we know a few families, people that have homes there, that the whole block their house is standing. Some people's house is still standing.
Yeah. I know it's a better situation.
But all the houses are gone.
Yeah. No, our whole block.
So it's like,
it's gone. Yeah.
what like, do you remember that night? Were you in the house?
Yeah. I actually, I had my girls. We got dinner, and I remember going outside, and you probably remember the conditions that night. It was
crazy windy.
Oh, it was crazy winds, and it was hot. Characteristically hot for January, and
branches, what power lines falling everywhere.
Everything, like, it was dark. Power was out in some areas, and where we live is at the top of I don't know if you're familiar with Altadena, but it's at the top of Lake, like Lincoln, all the way up at the top. And we go home, and the crazy thing is we didn't really get evacuation notices. It's my understanding that police and firefighters may have come around like later on to knock on doors, but it was so loud. The girls decided to leave, right away. It was like 7 or 8 p.m. Like, they weren't going to wait around, and they just left with what they had. And I stayed a little. I said I was going to, water around.
Yeah.
Try and, see if I could, check on some neighbors. I tried to water, and the wind was just blowing the water before it even hit the ground. And then I started to lose pressure, which was another, you probably heard that night. A lot of people lost their water pressure. So there's really nothing I could do anyway. So I just got in the car and was leaving with a lot of other people, packing up and leaving. And you could see the fire just in the hills, and it was raining ash at that time, and it was incredible. Got home. I got out to my parents. They live out in Upland, and
got out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, got out of the neighborhood, and a couple hours later, I said, I'm gonna go back and see, check on the house.
Did you take more of your stuff? Were you able to?
That was the plan. I was gonna, we got
go
everybody,
back.
And then I was gonna go back. So early the next morning, I went back, and right when you exit the freeway, it was just black.